Resentencing. You have a felony hold, so you're going to be held on that regardless. I'm going to set a bond of 250 on the South Tucson matters. You're going to be seen tomorrow at 10 a.m. and attorney Michael Vaughn will be representing you.
Okay.
I'll be on video. All right, you're excused.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, this one is Sandoval. That's the one. Let's continue. Hello, what's your name?
Angel Rodriguez.
Okay. Mr. Rodriguez, you have an arrest warrant out of Oro Valley Town Court. Charges on this warrant are false reporting, trespassing, and drug paraphernalia. And there's a listed $1,400 bond. You have a felony hold, so you're going to be there on that anyway. So we'll set your bond at the requested $1,400. You're going to be seen on May 28th at 10:30 a.m. on video. Richard Glenn is your attorney on this case. You're excused.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, Joe here.
Yes,
I just want to remind you, the next three individuals are going to have to be continued.
they are.
Sepulveda Saul, he's still out of facility.
Okay.
Fisher Ralph, I don't believe he can maintain in court.
Wait a minute. Sepulveda. And which is the other one?
Fisher Ralph.
Fisher. And who else?
The last one was Whitworth.
Whitworth. I think we already continued Whitworth.
Okay.
It's a medical reject. Fisher. These folks are just unavailable.
No, Fisher, I don't believe he's able to cooperate. He's uncooperative.
Okay. So that's a refusal then.
Yes.
Okay, Fisher. So we'll continue him to tomorrow. So, and then Sepulveda. Didn't we take care of him already? We did? Okay. Okay, so we've got him already. One's Fisher.
Hey, Brown, sit down. All right, you guys, let's sit down. Sit down, right? Yes, sir.
Hello, sir. What is your name?
Randy Q. Bart.
Spell your last name.
Barton.
Okay, Barton, that's 101 City. Barton is, it's got probation.
Yeah. Right after being that, they usually have best for five.
Surprise, that's in a sea market bar.
Okay, Mr. Barton,
Like that's
Mr. Barton, you're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia and criminal trespass. I am going to release you with instructions not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't return the location of the alleged incident. You have a probation hold, so you're not going anywhere because of that hold. But I am going to set a what's called a non-transport review at Tucson City Court. That's going to be July 18th at 9. And I'm also appointing the city public defender to represent you. So they'll be in court on your behalf. All right?
Yes, sir.
And somebody from that office should be in touch with you. You're excused.
Yeah, I'm the guy with beautiful.
Hello, what's your name?
Justine
Justine what?
Carvalho.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, you're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia and with criminal trespass. This is from March 9th, and it's in Tucson City Court. You failed to appear in court back on March 20th, and you're also charged with shoplifting, criminal trespass. This is from November of last year. You failed to appear on that matter as well. So, what I want to know from you, can you commit to coming to court to take care of these things, these charges?
As a people.
I'm sorry?
Um, uh, they have a phone, dude. Yeah, okay, so I'm saying yes. So yes, don't read it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna release you, but if you miss court again, your next time you may not be released. Okay. So
Okay,
we're gonna release you from custody and give you a court date of June 18th at 9:30, and that'll be at Tucson City Court.
what's the date?
Today's the 22nd.
We'll give you paperwork.
So I'm meeting for a month.
June
It's 2 months.
18th, 9:30, Tucson City Court in person.
That's the court date?
That's the
Yes.
court date. You'll get paperwork with that date on it.
Okay,
All right. You're
So
excused.
yes,
Not getting into asking me again a million times, a billion times, a zillion times. But your exhibition and your restoration and get the same justice with the G you got gusting into it when you began it.
Okay, that's it's here. Hello, what's your name? The gentleman in the white seated in the chair at the jail. What's your name?
He's no name booking, Your Honor. He's refusing to give his name.
Okay. Thank you. This is no name. 10. There are two no names.
This is booking number 022, number 3 on the misdemeanor list.
Okay. The sooner you cooperate and give me your name and date of birth, the sooner we can take care of this. All right. The charges are trespassing and obstruction in that you refuse to give your name. Bond is set in the amount of $2,500. The city public defender is appointed to represent you. Perhaps you'll give your name to them. Your court date at Tucson City Court is May 30th at 1:45. That's a video review. Thank you, sir.
All right, stand up. Rod, 44, take right. That's Mark. Sit down on the chair, right foot here. All right.
Hello, sir. What is your name?
Uh, Your Honor,
What's
um,
your name? Very simple question.
Matthew Stevens.
Matthew Stevens.
Also.
This is our other no name booking, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Stevens, what's your date of birth?
May 30.
May 30th?
Yes.
What year?
80.
Say it louder.
What year were you born?
80.
He's saying 80, Your Honor.
80?
Confirmed.
1980?
Confirmed.
Okay, we'll go with that. You're charged with disorderly conduct, obstruction, and criminal trespass.
How could I be charged with criminal trespass when I wasn't trespassed, sir? I destroyed nothing. I committed.
We'll put down that you're pleading not guilty, sir. And
Yes, sir.
I'm going to release you. Don't go back to wherever it was you were arrested, and don't have any contact with the alleged victim.
Yes,
Your
sir.
court date at Tucson City Court is June 23rd at 2 p.m.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you're excused.
Thank you.
Salvador, Juanito.
Hello, what's your name?
Juanito Salvador.
Okay, Mr. Salvatore, you have a new charge for trespassing and possession of drug paraphernalia. No order that you not possess any alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't go back to the incident location or have any contact with any alleged victims. You have some older cases, one from 2022, you were charged with criminal damage, and the other one from 2024, you were charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. You were at one time represented by an attorney, Mr. Saul Huerta. And you failed to appear in court back on January 6th. Why was that?
Because sir, I had there's something wrong with me that I had to go to the hospital. I couldn't breathe. I don't know what it is though, but somebody told me that it was something about the fentanyl or something like that I was smoking, but I know it wasn't that though.
Okay,
But like,
I'm gonna reappoint Saul Huerta to represent you. And I'm gonna release you on your, will you come to court this time?
yeah, because I don't want to be in this.
Okay, we're gonna release you on your promise to appear in court. Your next court date, this is at Tucson City Court, is gonna be June 30th.
What's the date today, sir?
22nd.
Today's date is May 22nd. Your court date
Thank you.
is June 30th at 9:00 a.m. And let's see. Work. I don't have his contact information. Just be in court on June 30th at 9:00, okay? You're
Okay.
Tucson City Court. You're free to go, sir. You can get out.
Thank you. Go out the door, downstairs, sit with the males. Leticia.
Over there, sir.
Get close.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, what's your name?
Vitaly Vitovsky.
Mr. Vitoski, let's see what they said about this matter. You have several cases in Tucson City Court. Most of them involve, there's one domestic violence assault, drug paraphernalia, trespassing, another drug paraphernalia. You seem to have a lot of history in not coming to court. Since I can't rely on you to appear in court, I am going to hold you on a $2,499 bond. You were previously represented by the city public defender. We're going to reappoint them. And we're going to set a video review for May 30th at 1:45. If you are released before that date, your out of custody date at Tucson City Court would be June 23rd at 9 o'clock. All right? Your excuse.
Okay. Thanks, okay.
Your Honor, the next person's a Spanish speaker.
Okay.
Julio.
Hello, what's your name?
Julio
Hola,
César.
¿cómo se llama?
Julio César Garland López.
Julio César Garland López.
Okay. One moment.
Muy bien, un momentito.
No me puede decir por qué estoy detenido.
You can't tell me why I'm detained?
I'm reviewing your files now, okay?
Ahorita estoy revisando el expediente, ¿bien?
You have a couple of warrants in
Tiene-
Pima County Justice Court. You failed to appear on these matters. One is a trespassing, and the other one will omit reading that.
Muy bien, lo que pasa es que usted tiene un par de órdenes de arresto emitidas por el Tribunal de la Paz del Condado de Pima a uno de los delitos.
Sí, pero
Se trata de entrada ilícita y el otro no lo voy a decir.
One of these warrants has a bond listed of 500. Let's see.
soy ilegal, yo pues. Soy ilegal, yo.
Espérese, deja que interprete, por favor. Una de las órdenes de arresto tiene una fianza de $500.
No tengo dinero, yo.
I don't have any money.
Okay. The one warrant is from 2021. So my question to you is, why didn't you come to court when you were supposed to?
Bueno, una de las órdenes de arresto fue emitida en el año 2021. Entonces, una pregunta que le tengo es que ¿por qué usted no compareció?
Porque ahí me dieron asilo, yo salí con asilo y me agarraron a mí y yo me deporté y ahí yo me deporté para México. ¿Por qué no me agarraron? ¿Por qué no me agarraron cuando me deporté yo?
Okay, well, it's because they came to get asylum, but they didn't catch me and I self-deported.
Yo soy indocumentado, yo.
I'm illegal.
I see. Okay. I'm gonna hold you on two $500 bonds.
Muy bien, entonces voy a imponer dos fianzas de $500.
And I'm going to appoint a lawyer for you.
Y le voy a nombrar un abogado.
That'll be John Illis.
Va a ser el señor John Ellis.
Si no, si no tengo dinero, ¿cuánto tiempo voy a hacer por los $1,000?
So if I don't have any money, how long do I have to be there to cover the $1,000?
You're going to be seeing tomorrow, sir.
Va a tener audiencia mañana, señor,
That'll be on video.
por video,
That'll be at 1 o'clock.
a la 1 de la tarde.
Any
Es todo.
questions that you have, you can ask your lawyer.
Si tiene alguna pregunta, se la puede hacer a su abogado.
No, pues ya me quiero libre yo, pues.
Well, yeah, I want to be free.
I understand, sir, but you're going to be held on these bonds at least until tomorrow.
Yo entiendo, señor, pero va a quedar detenido con estas fianzas de perdido hasta mañana.
As I said,
Ah, pues,
you're going to have an attorney, so you can ask him your questions.
Entonces, ya le nombré abogado, entonces usted le puede hacer las preguntas ahí.
porque estoy detenido, ¿viste, entonces?
So, why are you saying that I'm being held?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Sí, va a seguir detenido.
¿Por qué estoy detenido? Digo,
But I mean, why am I detained?
Okay, I've done explaining, sir. So you're excused.
Y ya terminé con las explicaciones, señor, y ya puede retirarse.
Pasito, Luz, you're up first.
Oh. Um,
Hello, what is your name?
Who's considered?
Okay. You're charged with possession of a dangerous drug, possession of narcotic drug, and paraphernalia. We're going to order that you not possess any alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't go back to the incident location. I have a statement that I'm going to read to you that will be followed up by a question. Please answer yes or no to the question.
Okay.
You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to place you in the STEPS program. That next court date at STEPS will be May 29th at 9 a.m. Does the defense waive?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. So preliminary hearing then is going to be July 8th at 1:30. You're going to be represented by the county public defender, and you're going to be released to the supervision of pretrial services. Cooperate with them. You're excused.
Oh, she like down? Yeah, all the way out there with the females. Chico. Um,
Hello, what's your name?
Peter Francis Chico.
You charged, sir, with possession of narcotic paraphernalia and being a prohibited possessor of a firearm. We were going to order no alcohol or illegal drugs. You're not to return to the location of the alleged incident, and you're not to possess any firearms or other weapons. The county attorney is recommending that I hold you on a bond of $7,500 with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. We will hear from defense counsel.
Judge, we're asking that you release him to pretrial. He only has one prior from 2017, and it was not violent. If it was a state prior, it would not, he would automatically have had his rights restored anyways. He doesn't have an active NVCA flag. So we'd be asking you to give him a chance on pretrial.
All right, and then we will hear from the county attorney.
Your Honor, what I'm seeing here is I'm not sure that I agree with counsel on this because while civil rights are automatically restored, firearm rights are not. That's something they need to apply for. So the state stands by its recommendation.
Okay, just a minute.
And just to point Your Honor in the correct direction, we're looking at ARS 13907 Alpha and Charlie and ARS 13910 Bravo.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to set bond in the amount of $2,500. June 2nd at 1:30 is your next court date. The legal advocate is appointed to represent you as your attorney. And again, no firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Pretrial services supervision if the bond is posted. You're excused.
Gonzalez. No, we're good. You can go to sit down out the door. Sit downstairs with the males. No, out the door. Sit downstairs.
Hello, what's your name?
Gerardo Rodriguez Gonzalez, sir.
Mr. Gonzalez, you charged, well, you have a fugitive warrant out of Texas
Yes, sir.
on a charge of, let's see here. Aggravated robbery is the charge, and a $25,000 bond is listed in the warrant. No alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Don't have any contact with the alleged victim and stay away from the incident location. I'm going to honor the bond request, $25,000, and you're going to be seen on May 27th at 2:30 at Pima County Superior Court. You'll be represented by the legal defender.
Judge, can I be heard on the bond?
Go ahead.
So Mr. Gonzalez actually got out of federal prison today. He has a probationary term to follow in Texas where this warrant is originating from. He was already planning, he already has probation set up there. He was going to go live there with his mom. So I don't believe there's any reason that there needs to be a bond. He's going back there to take care of it anyways. He's going to be on probation. He's going to have to take care of it.
All right, thank you. County Attorney, have anything to add?
Your Honor, the state wants the state of Texas wants a $25,000 bond. There's every reason to honor that bond. Texas considers him enough of a flight risk to put in that amount. It's the state's position that the court ought to honor that.
And Judge, this warrant issued after he was already in prison. He was in prison back in 2018. So there was no time where he failed to appear. It was issued when he was already incarcerated.
Okay. I know in my court, we always check to see if the person is incarcerated before we issue a warrant. You don't think they did the same thing in Texas? No?
I doubt it, Judge.
Well, we'll see. 25,000. Your excuse, sir.
Hold on.
Joey Easton.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, what's your name?
Easton Jolly.
All right, you've got both felony and misdemeanor cases, sir. Your felony charges are unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of paraphernalia. Let's see. I'm going to read a statement to you, followed up by a question. When you hear the question, please respond yes or no. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to order no alcohol or illegal drugs. Stay away from the incident location. Place you in the STEPS program. That court date is May 29th at 9 o'clock. Preliminary hearing, waive time.
Yes.
Okay. That's going to be July 8th at 1:30, and the public defender will be representing you. You're released to the supervision of pretrial services. Cooperate with them. As to your misdemeanors, those are in Tucson City Court. So you were charged with possession of drug paraphernalia back in March of this year. You failed to appear. So we're going to arraign you on that. No, a not guilty plea. You were also charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. This was back in August of last year. Same deal. You're arraigned on that, not guilty. We're gonna order that you not possess any alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't go back to the location of these incidents. I am gonna release you from custody, and your court date at Tucson City Court. Let's see, that'll be June 30th at 2 p.m. Okay, June 30th, 2 o'clock p.m., Tucson City Court. You're excused.
We're gonna slide them outdoors, downstairs with the meals. Miranda, manual. Is that right here?
No.
No.
Hello, what's your name?
Manuel Miranda.
You've got both felony and misdemeanor charges, sir. Your felony charges are possession of narcotics for sale, possession of drug paraphernalia, weapons misconduct, 2 counts. County attorney is asking me to hold you on a $25,000 bond with pretrial services supervision. If that bond is posted at a minimum, I'm going to order no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Stay away from the incident location. We'll hear from defense counsel as to the matter of the bond request.
Judge, I don't believe the bond needs to be 25,000. It looks like he was on probation, is on probation. I don't know that there's any violations filed at this point. He claims to have housing and employment, which would be consistent with being on probation with no violations. He doesn't have an active NVCA flag. So we'd be asking for a lower bond, something around 10,000.
State wish to respond.
Your Honor, he's on probation in, it would appear, 5 separate cases. He's a 6 out of 6 twice over. He was caught with between 200 and 300 M30s. And honestly, the state is absolutely at a loss to figure out how he managed to get 5 simultaneous cases onto probation. 25,000.
All right, thank you. All right, bond is set in the amount of 25,000 per child services supervision if posted. Next court date is June 2nd at 1:30. Legal defender is appointed. Your misdemeanor cases, or case rather, is in Tucson City Court. You were charged with criminal trespass back in February, and you failed to appear on that matter. I'll note the felony hold. Don't go back to the incident location. Don't have any contact with the alleged victim. We are going to release you on the misdemeanor case and set a non-transport review. And that'll be July 18th at 9 o'clock. I'm also going to appoint the city public defender to represent you. Okay, sir. July 18th, 9 o'clock, non-transport review, public defender appointed. You're excused.
All right, you're out the door, sit down, take the mail. Phelps. Go ahead. You're up.
Hello, what's your name, sir?
Joseph Louis Phelps.
Mr. Phelps, you're charged with domestic violence, aggravated assault, impeding breathing. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and do not possess any firearms or other weapons. No contact of any kind with Ariana K. Khalil, and stay away from her home and workplace.
Sir.
And the state's recommending a $75,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. Defense wish to be heard.
Yes, Judge. I see in the pretrial services report that they couldn't confirm housing away from the victim. However, I believe the interim complaint verifies that the housing is away from the victim, as there's references to at his residence and then her taking the bus home. So they do, I think we can say they do live apart. He doesn't have an active NBA flag. He's a 3 on both the scales. We'd be asking for a much lower bond.
All right, one moment. He's on probation in Maricopa County, right?
Yes. It was transferred down here though, Judge.
Let's see. All right, we'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, I'm sure the court has reviewed the statement of probable cause. This speaks to an absolutely brutal beating. He shoved her, she fell, he kneed her in the mouth, punched her, stood over her, strangled her for 5 seconds, tore out her hair extensions, lit them on fire, saying that he didn't want her to look good, wanted to disfigure her. He then smashed her cell phone and took her purse. Yes, she took the bus, and the state can only surmise it was because right now Suntran is free, and then she had mom call 911, and police did observe injuries consistent with her statement. Your Honor, he beat this woman to within an inch of her life.
Judge, I think that's an over-exaggeration.
Is there anything else?
No.
Okay.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Bond is set in the amount of $75,000. Pretrial services supervision is posted. Court date is June 2nd at 1:30, and the public defender is appointed. You're excused, sir.
Boss, Ryan. Go out the door, sit down, sir. Boss, Ryan. Boss? You're up. Don't fall asleep. Come on.
Hello, what's your name, sir?
Ryan Floss.
You've got felony matters along with several misdemeanor cases in Tucson City Court. Your felony charges are aggravated shoplifting, organized retail theft, 6 counts. I think the aggravated Shoplifting is, I'm guessing that's 4 counts. It's kind of interesting. And possession of paraphernalia. We're going to order no contact with the alleged victims. Stay out of Walgreens stores, all of them. No alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. The state is asking me to hold you on a $7,500 bond with pretrial services supervision. If posted, we'll hear from defense counsel.
Judge, we're asking for a lower bond, given his homeless and unemployed status. He also only has one prior felony conviction, which is nonviolent.
All right, we'll hear from the state.
She's looking at, it looks like 8 separate charges. 6 of them are organized retail theft. And honestly, to get to where it's ORT, it takes quite a bit. And honestly, this person does not seem to be able to stop stealing. And therefore, the state believes, and he's a 6 out of 6, it would appear. 7,500 is appropriate.
All right. $7,500 bond, pretrial services supervision, if posted. June 2nd, 1:30 is your court date on this matter. Public defender is appointed to represent you. All your misdemeanor cases are in Tucson City Court. And let's see, I believe you've been seen on all of them. So we've got possession of drug paraphernalia from April of 2023. You failed to appear in court last October, and I see that the conditions of your release on these misdemeanors also involves not going to Walgreens. Okay, shoplifting from 2023. Trespassing from 2023. Drug paraphernalia from 2023. Another shoplifting from 2023. Trespassing, shoplifting, and drug paraphernalia from 2024. This one you have not yet been seen on.
Boss, stay away.
So, see, arrange. You were charged with shoplifting on November 1st of 2024. You failed to appear December 23rd of last year. And you haven't been seen on this next one previously. This is a shoplifting from November of last year. Failure to appear on that one as well. Shoplifting from another one from November 2024, failure to appear. Shoplifting from December 2nd of last year, failure to appear.
Boss.
On the 2020, on December 23rd of that year. Shoplifting from December 4th of last year, failure to appear on that one as well. Another one from December 10th of last year, and failure to appear on that. We'll enter not guilty pleas on the ones that I just listed. I am appointing the city public defender to represent you. Do not go back to the incident locations. Don't have any contact with alleged victims. I'll note the felony hold. City court bond is set in the amount of $2,500. And we will set a video review for May 30th, 1:45. If you bond out July 1st, 9 o'clock would be your out of custody date. And I believe that will do it. And this is assigned to Mayhew. Okay, sir, you're excused. Hello?
Reyes, Buddy Cruz. Boss, get your sandals.
Hello, what's your name?
Maricruz Reyes.
You charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of narcotic drug for sale, possession of dangerous drug for sale. And this is from this is from today. And also from today, possession of narcotic drug. We're going to order that you not possess any alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or the weapons, and do not return to the location of the alleged incident. It's like you have a pending felony. The request that I hold you without bond. We're going to set a no bond hearing for May 27th at 2:30. Preliminary hearing is June 2nd at 1:30, and the legal defender is representing you. Okay, you're excused.
Well,
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Leonardo Sandoval Jr.
Okay, okay, Mr. Sandoval, you've got felony charges and some misdemeanors. Felony charges, prohibited possessor of firearm. So you're gonna order no firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and don't go back to the incident location. The bond request from the county attorney is $7,500 with pretrial services supervision if posted. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Judge, it looks like his last prior felonies are from 1990 and 2003. So he hasn't been in felony trouble in a very long time. He doesn't have an active NVCA flag. Claims to have housing with his mother. So we are asking for a $2,500 bond.
All right, we'll hear from the county attorney.
State submits on the written record.
Bond is set at $7,500. Pretrial services supervision if posted. Your court date is June 2nd at 1:30, and the public defender is appointed. You also have a misdemeanor warrant. Well, you have a new charge, actually, possession of drug paraphernalia. And this one is in Pima County Justice Court. And you have a warrant from that court on a charge of failure to provide animal with medical care.
Your Honor, I ended up almost committing suicide on the loss of those animals. I ended up in the pavilion here at CB8 for 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. My dogs were treated correctly. It was just that night when the night before that they went to go check up on them. One of them was attacked by a javelina. So I actually surrendered them because both animals were in distress. I was able to take care of them, Your Honor. It just the attack that happened the night prior to them showing up to check on the other, which it was a bad report because the dog had a prior injury, a surgery, and had a limp. So the report was no good anyhow. But I surrendered them out of my want because of not being able to provide the medical attention at that time.
Okay.
I would have been able to.
Let me stop you. You're going to be represented by an attorney on these matters. I'm setting bonds of $100 on these misdemeanors in justice court. And you're going to be represented by John Illis. You can explain all this to him. And you're going to be seen tomorrow at 1 p.m. on video. So let's set these. Okay, you also have a case in Tucson City Court. You were charged with threats and intimidation to cause physical injury. And you failed to appear in court last December 10th.
That doesn't sound familiar, Your Honor.
Well, be that as it may, it's got your name on it. Date of birth, July 13th,
Reading your
1972.
charges. You can deal with it later in court.
So
Yeah, you will have a chance to fight.
you're gonna, I mean, you've already pled not guilty on this, so let's see. $250 bond. Prior conditions of release remain in effect. You're gonna have an attorney on this case as well. That'll be the city public defender. And we're gonna set a video review This is May 30th, 1:45. Anything you have to say about the city court case, you can say to your city public defender.
Sure.
And if it's not going to be a video review, it may shift to a non-transport review for July 1st at 9. Don't have any oh, well, those were already previous conditions. That's it on your matters, so you're excused. Thank you.
Yeah, Ryan.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
Ryan Young.
Okay, let's see what we've got. You've got a couple of matters. New charges, felony matters are narcotic drug for sale, possession of dangerous drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. County attorney's recommendation is $7,500 with pretrial services supervision. And then you've got a warrant.
Forgive me, Your Honor, that should be 7,500 and 7,500 consecutive. Inadvertently put 15 on the second one.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, the second one is a warrant listing unlawful flight law enforcement. And this is from May 13th. Actually, the amount on this warrant is 20,000. So the state's asking for 7,500 apiece. We'll hear from the defense.
Judge, in regards to the drugs for sale new case, we are asking for a $5,000 bond. Mr. Young was able to post 7,500 last time. However, that was difficult to post and used up his financial means. So we are requesting the 5,000 there. As to the felony warrant, we're not going to object to a $7,500 bond.
All right. Okay, on the newer case, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't go back to the incident location. And 7,500 on that one. June 2nd, 1:30. Public defender appointed. The one with the warrant, that'll be 5,000. And these are with pretrial services supervision if bond is posted. June 2nd, 1:30, public defender appointed on that as well. And let me see here. I need to adjust that one. Okay, that does it. You're excused. And that's it for the evening. Thank you. Have a good evening.